Metallgesellschaft AG or MG is a German-based conglomerate which is owned by big companies like Deutsche Bank AG, the Dresdner Bank AG, Daimler-Benz Alliance and the Kuwait Investment Authority. Energy Group, which is a subsidiary group of MG based on Germany, publicly revealed on December 1993 that Energy Group was responsible for a loss of approximately 1.5 billion caused by cash flow problems. When Energy Group was opened, they planned on selling refined products in the forward physical market. They also wanted to make investments in refining capacity to produce those products, and they planned to hedging the forward sales using financial derivatives. This strategy was facing major difficulties eventually, which resulted in cash flow problems. They were exposed to both liquidity risk and credit risk. The oil prices in the world dropped because of the War of Kuwait in 1993. The market received a signal from OPEC. To this date, the company no longer exists as it was taken over by a competitor. The accounting convention made by the analyzer was conflicting with each other's, which made the losses. And because of conflicting accounting convention, the company was unable to take any strategy in their derivative market, which failed them to get a proper hedging analysis. Because of their failing energy spot price, they faced a huge lack of their capital, and which created the funding problem. And the board of directors did not want to take debt to solve the problems. That's why that became a big issue of their disaster. There was lack of understanding between the board members and managers. That's why their decision conversed with each other's and was unable to take a proper action against the disaster. Whole board of the department and managers can't ignore responsibility of that disaster. Their conflicting decision, poor hedging analysis, all of these were responsible for the disaster. To avoid future disaster, Islamic perspective should be implemented. Islam commands people to act honestly and avoid dishonesty and deception. The disaster of that company was clearly the sign of dishonesty and ignorance, which led to almost $1.5 billion losses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Oh, you who are believer, fear Allah and try to be with those who are honest or true in both words and deeds." Al-Quran.
Created using Powtoon.
In short, Islam commands all people to be honest with, first of all, your boss, secondly, your community, and third of all, the organization you work for. Conserving and inappropriate analysis can create a company's hedging program more risky and conflicting. An appropriate analysis is important to get a perfect hedging program, and as a result the company can get rid of from the debt and can increase the profit. From that case, we can also learn that short-term hedge against long-term contract requires liquidity, because all we know that the importance of liquidity depends on the types of variance which go more often with minimum variance hedge. For a company, the board of directors, managers or employees must need to know the strategies of the derivatives. Especially the hedging analyzer and his employees must have the ideas about it and should have the critical thinking about their future hedging policy. Government involvement is one of the major issues for the derivative markets. Normally, one of the reasons behind the company disaster is conservative German government. To make profit in a derivative market, international knowledge is needed for a company which was interrupted by the government. That company could have benefited from the contract they made if the analyzing of their future losses was done by properly. This case shows us how a wrong hedging analysis cost that much. However, falling in losses is a mainstream part of derivative markets. Every year, we can get a news of that kind of companies who face losses in derivative markets. That company is one of the flaming example of that.
Created using Powtoon.